What's going on, guys? Oh, all right. I've had a super long week. Super long, specifically yesterday. Holy mackerel. I got some things going on at the house that are unexpected, and they require things like I have this here, this, this headlamp, and crawl spaces, and all kinds of terrible things, which is, in my opinion, now that I've done it, is only slightly above being buried alive. And totally, yeah, I'm fully sore. So I'm like, I hope I'm not behind on videos. I'm like 2 seconds from being behind on videos, and that's like a nightmare to me, aside from what I just went through. So, yeah. Anyways, I guess I have to tell you some of it now that I've said it. Some of we have a crawl space attic, and the other day there's some leaking coming down from one of the light fixtures. I'm like, what's going on here? So I go up there. The AC ducts are all sweating like crazy and just dripping, and not good. And the AC is like 2 years old, super new, right? So I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. So I go out and I get all this insulated ducts because they're not insulated, or well, whoever installed it did a piss poor job. We bought the house and it was like that. So I actually knew that it needed to be done. I was just, it's my fault. I should have done it immediately and I didn't. Yeah, and dealing with that, changing out all the ducts up there, and like getting in these impossible spaces with the roof right here and nails coming through, and having to do things with one hand because even though it requires two hands, and there's just a total mess, having to drop my regular schedule and just attend to that because it's important. I only managed to put one hand through the ceiling, so I consider that a success, and I feel like you're not a homeowner until you've patched drywall, so I'll have that on my list too. It took me 3 homes to do that, so I guess that's all right. Okay, all that out of the way. You guys aren't here for that ridiculous horseshit, right? You're here for Rush. What's going on? Okay, so we just finished 2112. Obviously, it's early. I got my coffee. I have July's the busiest month I have gig-wise so far this year. I got 24 gigs this month. So I'm like, I got 2 today. I'm slammed. Freaking slammed. I got a relative over. I'm freaking slammed. Okay, 2112. We just checked out 2112. I thought this was great because this was the second time that I've heard 2112, and I definitely liked it better than the first time. And then I got to hear the entire second half, which started with Passage to Bangkok, which was great. Twilight Zone and Lessons, I was kind of like, this is okay. This is okay. Some of you really liked both of them. Some of you were like, this is not my favorite either. So I guess I feel okay about that. Not that I care about you guys' opinion. I care about my opinion. I consider that being an adult. And then Tears. Oh my god. I've been working on that. I gotta do like a solo bass Tears. I gotta do that. Yeah, I've been working. I mean, when I have the time, that's always the problem. But it's like really nice. Yeah, super, man. That might be my favorite song on the record, honestly. Actually, that might be my favorite song on the record. It's so nice. And then Something for Nothing was really cool too. I like that one also. So yeah, I thought it was great. I like the discussions that we're having, like, because I read the comments. I know I don't, I know I don't comment back to everybody because I get a lot of comments. Yeah, it really kind of depends. Yeah, but I read them all, and the discussion on like, it's interesting that this is the record that did it, that like helped, like not get them dropped. As opposed to Caress of Steel. It's kind of interesting because, like, to me, let me go back to Caress of Steel. To me, So I have to me, they're very similar. To me, Caress of Steel and 2112 are very similar in terms of you've got a couple of short songs and then you got your long one. Where, I mean, yeah, okay, Caress of Steel has 2 longer ones. I wasn't crazy about the Necromancer at all, but I loved the Fountain of Lamnith was really cool. I really liked that one. I was saying before I might like it better than 2112, which I need to listen to. And now that I've heard 2112 2 to 3 times, because yes, by now I have listened to All the World's a Stage, and yeah, I'll leave that. That'll be in a minute. I'll get to that soon. Yeah, I've only heard the Fountain of Lamnith once, so I'm like, I need to hear it again. So somebody asked me if I go back and listen to, like, if just on my time, if on my time I listen to Rush or whatever. And as of right now, I don't, because I don't really have a ton of time, and also I'm more focused on doing it this way. So just kind of going in a row, and I will eventually, although I have to say I've been listening on repeat to Tears, because I'm like, I have to do this song. This is so nice. This is a really nice song. I like the changes. I like the harmony and melody and how that interacts and all that. It's a nice song. So, yeah, the conversation. Sorry, getting off track. Still coffee. Sorry. What was I saying? I was saying how it's interesting how 2112 is the album that did it for them. Really interesting. I mean, I'm glad it worked out that way, because it sounds like I'm about to get into the greatness. So, okay, so that's that. All right, All the World's a Stage. All the World's a Stage was exactly what I thought it would be. It was exactly what I thought it would be, because you just look at the track listing and you're just like, this is gonna be great. It's like a lot of the great songs off of their first couple records live. Awesome. And throughout this entire time, I've not had a problem on any of their records with how they're recorded or produced or any of that, or the performances. Like, they've been, even like, my only issues have been the songs. Like, okay, this is not a great song. All right, this is not a great song. This is not a great, like, this is a mediocre song, stuff like that. But the performances and the recordings are totally great, totally fine. So I knew, like, especially if they started that way, like, lots of times there's some bands where their first albums, they sound kind of rough, which you may like or not like, depending, I mean, I'm cool with raw records. I'm totally fine with it. Things that sound raw. Especially if the performance is there, that's huge. Then it almost makes it better. But, yeah, they started out where it was just like, great. So it's like, I kind of expect that. And, they deliver each time. So I'm like, I can't see it going downhill ever. I'm like, is the performance and the audio quality ever going to go downhill in their career? I mean, I'm kind of like, I feel like it would only get better from here. They just get more successful, more opportunity, more money, more et cetera, et cetera. You would think, unless they really drop the ball, which I just don't foresee. I don't foresee that happening. So I knew that All the World's a Stage was going to sound good. It did. It sounded great. I thought that the songs on there that they picked to do were all great. There was two. Now, the thing that made this interesting for me was I was hearing these songs now for the second time. And third time for 2112. Third time? Oh, third time for some of them, because some of them I had done before I started doing Rush discography. I did a lot of live records, live performances. So some of them, this is my third listen, because let's say Anthem, I saw them do live, and then I heard the record, and now I'm hearing this live. And then what else? 2112, right? I did the lyric video, and then I did the album, and now I'm doing this. Working Man. I saw live. That Working Man was like one of the early ones, that really early ones that I did a live performance of, which I kind of forget. I remember liking the song, like one of the first ones. I was like, oh yeah, this is great. But you'll hear my commentary when we get to it on All the World's a Stage, because this is me hearing Neil play drums on it, and I heard it on the live performance, but that was a while ago, so I kind of forget. Yeah, so I have some comments about Working Man, and I freaking love Working Man. Again, it's like one of the probably top three, if not number one, Rush song that I've heard so far. I freaking love that song. Freaking love it. There were two songs on the record, All the World's a Stage, that I liked before, but I was kind of like, yeah, I like it, it's cool. But now I'm like, oh yeah, those are great. Those are great. You know what? Yeah, I just needed to hear it again, and also hear it in this set. Like, those are great. Those are great. I like it. Put me over the fence. So I'm like, okay, cool. That was probably the biggest takeaway, my biggest takeaway on All the World's a Stage. Aside from that, I've heard them. I've heard them, all the songs before. So it's like, yeah. Mostly, except for those two that I'm not going to say because, I don't want to give everything away, Mostly, my opinions are the same on this record in terms of the songs. So that's what we're getting this week. That's going to start. So I'm doing this video right now on Saturday. I'm putting it out tomorrow, Sunday. So you're watching this on Sunday. Tomorrow, Monday, right? Starts All the World's a Stage. And I'm doing 2 a day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Again, if I don't mess up the schedule. Did you see that? I did that a second time. I can't even believe that. I put out 2 videos yesterday at 9 a.m. Totally. Yesterday was a rough day for me. Yesterday was a really rough day for me. I worked like 6 hours and then I had to go work. And work for me is play music. And that was like kind of relaxing compared to what I was doing earlier. So, yeah. Jeez. So we're doing 9 a.m. and then 12 noon. And then the 4 p.m. video with my wife. So that's the schedule, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And now I'll close out the album. So 2 videos a day. Cool. Yeah. And then I'm so behind. Somebody was like, oh, you've probably heard of Farewell to Kings already. And I'm like, no, I haven't. I haven't done it yet. That's how far behind I am. I'm like freaking behind. I'm like, oh God, when am I going to have time to do this? Oh my God. Shit. I got to do this. This is bad. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. How long? It's the 40 minutes. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it at some point. I don't know when. Sunday. Yeah, my kid is here with relatives, so yeah, all kinds of busy things happening. So yeah, I have to get to this. Okay, next part of the video. Well, hang on, let me keep going on Farewell to Kings. Yeah, I have to listen to it. I haven't done it yet. It looks like it's going to be cool. What's on here? Farewell to Kings, Xanadu, I've heard. I saw a live performance of them on Xanadu from Exit Stage Left. I watched the video. I watched a video of Closer to the Heart. It was like some kind of like compilation video. I really liked it actually, so I'm positive I'm gonna like that. And that's it. I haven't heard anything else off the record, so I'm excited to hear it. Should be cool. Yeah, I'm excited to hear it. Should be cool. Okay, next part. I have massive thank yous. Like massive thank yous. First of all, the super thanks is so freaking awesome. You guys are amazing. Thank you, 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 thank you. Totally freaking amazing. People are sending me super thanks. It's so cool. I'm like, man, this is awesome. This is awesome. You guys really like me. Okay, and then the other thing, which totally I was not expecting, I told you guys, I've got my Amazon wish list in the description of every video I have down below. Hit me with something. Hit me with something. Say thanks if you want to. If you don't want, if you don't want to, and you don't have the means or whatever, it's totally fine. Just hit like and subscribe. I'm not begging here. I'm not trying to beg or anything like that. You know, my wife is like, you don't be afraid to ask. I'm like, okay, fine. I will on these videos, but not, anyways. Okay. I come home one day and someone freaking got me this. Do you know how psyched I am? This is so freaking cool. Look at this book. This is like incredible. This is incredible. This is so amazing. And I did a community post where I thanked the person, but I want to thank them again because this is like, holy mackerel. I mean, this is, I can't even believe it. I can't even believe somebody sent this to me. And they said they were going to send me the vinyl for moving pictures, because most of what I have on my Amazon wish list is vinyl. You guys see if you see my community posts, I'm posting, I got my whole record player set up back here. If you watch the 4 p.m. videos, I have the camera facing a different way, and you can see my whole setup and all that kind of thing, and my records and all that stuff. So most of what's in my Amazon wish list is records. Unfortunately, there's not that many Rush records on Amazon. Only like the big ones, like 2112, Moving Pictures, but not like, you're not going to find Caress of Steel, or like any of that stuff. So I'm like, I mean, it's what it is. I mean, I want all of them. But this is like, I'm a bass player. So this is like really incredible. This is like super incredible. It is so awesome. This is like an incredible history of bass. Also Getty's collection. It's like like a regular person can sell all these and probably retire. It's incredible. It's so cool. And I saw some basses in here that I had never seen before. And I was like, that is really cool. What is that? Let me see. And I see that some of these companies are literally reissuing. It's that time of day now where the sun is like coming through the window so hard. And I looked it up. And some of these companies are literally reissuing these basses now. One of them was, what was it? It was like an Epiphone Newport. Oh, here we are. Here's one that I didn't know before. Epiphone Embassy. I'm like, wow. This looks like there's a bass company now called Seric Basses, and they make a bunch of basses that look just like this. I'm like, look at that. They got it from here. Incredible. Super cool. I mean, just this is like the coolest thing to me. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. See that? That's so freaking cool. Late 60s Gibson Thunderbird 2 Polaris White. And Getty playing it in Tulsa on the R40 tour. Amazing. Freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. The things that fell out was there was a back, and then also the thank you note that somebody sent me with this book that I'm saving all of it. I'm so freaking grateful. It's amazing. So freaking grateful. It's amazing. So it's really cool. I really am glad that you guys are clearly enjoying this whole process that I'm going through, that I am not, I've said it before, I'm not specifically going through it for you guys. I'm kind of not. I'm glad that you're here and watching it, and that definitely helps me continue to do it, but I would do it anyways. That's kind of the thing. That's where I'm like, oh man, I wish I was doing these like reaction videos. I mean, it's all really weird to me, but I'm like, I'd be doing this anyways, so like, as well just do it on camera and put up videos, and you guys get to know me. And I have tons of other things going on at some point. I mean, before I was doing reaction videos, I was doing a ton of bass videos and original music and covers and all this kind of stuff. I have a whole back catalog of tons of videos of me playing bass, and I mean, that's what I do. That's what I've been doing for ever. At some point I need to do like some about me videos, because I have none of those. But I feel like it's got to be like a 3-part series or something. I feel like it has to be like a 3-part series, or else it's just going to be, as long as this video already is, we're already pushing 20 minutes on this thing. It might be a little bit lower after I edit it, but you know, we're around that mark right now. So, you know, and that's fine if you guys are, you know, watching and all, but you know, I would prefer if you watch the whole thing, obviously, because then you get all of it. So anyways, especially if I'm talking through it. Okay, so it's really cool that you guys are enjoying this and loving it, and I see your comments on like, I'm like bringing it back for a lot of you guys who've been Rush fans for a long time, and maybe you haven't heard Caress of Steel, for example, in a long time, and now I'm bringing it back for you, and you're just like, wow. And I'm also giving you my comments, you know, if I have any, or if they're any good or whatever, you know, it's literally just my reaction. It's my first time hearing it. I'm sure that if I hear it again, I mean, you'll notice that in All the World's a Stage, because there's 2 songs that I'm like, I've heard this more than once now, and I'm getting more, and yeah, I like this now, you know, like I can positively say I like this, you know, so it's awesome. It's super awesome. Happy to do it. All that again to say, if you want to send me super thanks, if you want to send me direct, so YouTube don't take 30%, I don't care what they do, it's whatever. They provide the platform, it's whatever. I got my PayPal links down there. I got all kinds of freaking links. I got my Amazon wish list. There's a million zillion records that are on there, including Rush records. And, you know, like, and I promise if it's like moving pictures or something that I haven't gotten to yet, I will not listen to it until I do it with you guys first. I promise you. Promise you. That's the easy promise. And you don't have to send me jack shit. You could just hit like, subscribe. You don't even need to do that. You could just watch for 5 seconds. You're not even at this point. If you're one of those people, you haven't even gotten this far. You know, like I don't, it's totally fine, you know, like, yeah, but thank you. Totally amazing. And tomorrow we start All the World's a Stage. We're doing it. All the World's a Stage. It was great. It was great. It was exactly what I thought it would be. It was great. It was a perfect ending to the first couple of records to me, like just putting a cap on it. Just boom. Bam. I almost feel like they could have just started with that record. I mean, then it wouldn't make sense. Then you'd just hear, like, what band has put out a live record first? I imagine maybe like a jam band or something. I don't know. But, yeah, it was great. It was fantastic. It was totally cool. It was exactly what I expected. And I'm really, really, really excited, because I see you guys are excited too, that I'm about to get into this period of Rush that sounds like it's the era, like the time period where they were really putting out great music and great records. So I'm really psyched to start doing that. And for those, it looks like we're back to like 5-6 songs a record, and I'm just going to do one a day. I'm not going to do, you know, I only did All the World's a Stage 2 a day, because there's 10 songs on the record, 2 a day. I get done in 5 days. You get it. Right? So, but for the others, I'm just going to do one a day, because I'm so freaking busy. I'm so freaking busy. I don't have, you know, yeah, it's tough. So, yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow when we start All the World's a Stage. Later.